fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes. What's the difference? Dear friends, let me start with a question. During one of your regular checkups, has your doctor ever handed you an ultrasound report that said fatty liver, yet all of your liver enzyme numbers came back completely normal? Or maybe the opposite has happened. You went in for blood work. The lab results showed that your liver enzymes were high, but your ultrasound looked perfectly fine. And your doctor reassured you that you didn't have fatty liver disease. It can feel confusing, can't it? Many people assume these two things must always go hand in hand. In fact, a surprising number of patients believe fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes are the exact same condition. But the truth is, they're not. They're two different issues, sometimes connected, but often completely independent of each other. And understanding that difference matters. Why? Because knowing what's really happening inside your liver can mean the difference between peace of mind and a missed warning sign that could affect your long-term health. So in today's video, we're going to break it all down, step by step, in plain and simple language. First, what exactly is fatty liver, and how does it develop? Sakinati. Second, what does it mean when your liver enzymes rise above normal levels? Third, how are these two conditions similar, and where do they differ? And most importantly, when is medical treatment necessary, and when can smart lifestyle choices, things like diet, exercise, and daily habits, make all the difference in protecting your liver? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand the difference between fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes, but you'll also know what steps you can take right now to support a healthier, stronger liver. What is fatty liver? So, what exactly is fatty liver? In the simplest terms, fatty liver happens when too much fat collects inside the cells of your liver. Now, a healthy liver isn't supposed to be completely fat-free. In fact, a small amount of fat, around 2 to 5% of the liver's total weight, is considered perfectly normal. But once that fat climbs above 5%, doctors consider it fatty liver disease. To help patients understand it better, doctors often describe fatty liver in 3 stages. Stage 1, or mild fatty liver. At this point, fat has just started to build up. The liver still works almost normally, and most people won't feel anything out of the ordinary. Stage 2, or moderate fatty liver. Here, fat continues to pile up. The liver may become enlarged, and inflammation begins. This is the body's way of signaling that the liver is under stress. Stage 3, or severe fatty liver. By now, fat is taking over much of the liver's cells. This stage is dangerous because it dramatically raises the risk of more serious conditions like hepatitis, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. What makes fatty liver especially concerning is how silent it can be. In the early stages, most people don't notice any warning signs. You might not feel pain, fatigue, or discomfort. That's why fatty liver is so often discovered by accident, during an ultrasound, a blood test, or a routine annual checkup. Think about that for a moment. A condition that can lead to permanent liver damage, but one that quietly develops in the background without obvious symptoms. That's why understanding fatty liver and catching it early is absolutely critical for protecting long-term health. What are elevated liver enzymes? Now let's talk about elevated liver enzymes. Unlike fatty liver, elevated enzymes aren't a disease on their own. Instead, they're more like a warning light on the dashboard of your car. When you see that light turn on, it doesn't tell you exactly what the problem is. It just signals that something under the hood needs attention. In the same way, when liver enzymes rise, they're telling us that the liver is under stress or being damaged. Under normal circumstances, enzymes such as ALT, AST, and GGT stay within healthy limits. These enzymes play an important role inside liver cells, helping with metabolism and detoxification. But when liver cells become inflamed or injured, They leak those enzymes into the bloodstream. That's when a blood test picks up higher than normal levels. So, what can cause this spike? There are several possibilities. Heavy alcohol use over time, which directly irritates and inflames liver tissue. Overuse of certain medications, like antibiotics, pain relievers, or fever reducers, which the liver must work overtime to process. Viral infections, such as hepatitis B or hepatitis C, that attack liver cells. And yes, even fatty liver disease, once it has advanced far enough to cause inflammation. But here's the key point. Elevated liver enzymes do not always mean you have fatty liver. They simply act as a signal that your liver is in distress. Think of them as the body's way of waving a red flag, urging you and your doctor to look deeper, identify the cause, and take action before the damage becomes more serious. Comparing fatty liver and high liver enzymes. To really understand what's happening inside the liver, it helps to compare fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes side by side. Fatty liver is something doctors can actually see on an ultrasound. The scan shows fat deposits wrapped around the liver cells, almost like a heavy coat draped over the organ. At first, the liver may still function, but over time, that extra layer of fat makes it sluggish and less efficient. Elevated liver enzymes, on the other hand, cannot be seen with the eyes. They only show up in blood tests. These enzymes normally live quietly inside liver cells, doing their jobs. But when the cells are inflamed or damaged, the enzymes leak into the bloodstream. That's when the numbers on your lab results rise above normal. Now here's something important. The two conditions do not always happen together. A person may have fatty liver but normal enzyme levels, which means fat is present, but inflammation hasn't started yet. On the flip side, enzymes may be elevated without any fat in the liver at all, often due to viral hepatitis, alcohol-related injury, or even side effects from medications. The most concerning situation is when both show up at the same time. Fatty liver combined with high enzymes. That's a sign the liver is already suffering significant damage, and if left untreated, it could progress to chronic hepatitis, cirrhosis, or even liver cancer. This is why understanding the difference matters so much. Ultrasound and blood tests are not competitors. They are partners. One shows us the structure of the liver. The other shows us how well it's functioning. Only when we look at both together can we see the true picture of liver health. The consequences of ignoring it. Dear friends, one of the most common mistakes people make is brushing off their test results. They see a note that says mild fatty liver or slightly elevated enzymes, and they think, well, I feel fine, no big deal. But this false sense of security is dangerous. Ignoring these early warnings allows silent damage to keep building up, and by the time symptoms finally appear, the consequences can be devastating. Let's start with fatty liver. When it's ignored, fat continues to accumulate inside the liver. Slowly, the liver loses its ability to detoxify the body and process nutrients from food. Inflammation sets in, liver enzymes rise, and healthy tissue starts to get replaced by scar tissue. Over the years, this scarring hardens the liver, a condition we call cirrhosis. And once cirrhosis develops, the next step, liver cancer, is tragically within reach. Now think about elevated liver enzymes. If those numbers stay high and nothing is done, it means the liver is being injured day after day. Millions of cells die every single day, and the body struggles to keep up. In the beginning, symptoms may be so subtle that you barely notice. Maybe you feel tired more often, lose your appetite, or have trouble sleeping through the night. But as the damage progresses, the signs become unmistakable. Yellowing of the skin and eyes, swelling in the belly and legs, even dangerous internal bleeding in the digestive tract. At that stage, treatment is not only more complicated, but also far more costly and risky. The truly frightening part is that both fatty liver and high liver enzymes can remain silent for years. No pain, no obvious discomfort, nothing to warn you. Many people only discover the seriousness of their condition when complications strike. And by then, it's often too late to fully reverse the damage. So here's the way to think about it. Fatty liver is the starting point, and elevated enzymes are the alarm bell. If we ignore both, the liver becomes overworked, scarred, and eventually fails. And when the liver fails, it shortens not only our lifespan, but also the quality of every single day we have left. How to control and improve liver health. Here's the encouraging news. Both fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes can be managed, and in many cases even reversed, if we make changes early enough. The liver is an incredible organ. It has a natural ability to heal itself, but only if we give it the right conditions. So what can we do? Let's walk through some powerful steps you can start today. Number 1, adjust your diet. The foods we eat either protect the liver or put extra strain on it. Fried foods, fast food, processed meats, and canned items overload the liver and encourage more fat buildup. If these make up a big part of your weekly meals, it's time to cut back. Instead, focus on lighter cooking methods, boiled, steamed, or grilled with minimal oil. These options are easier on the liver while still keeping flavor and nutrition intact. Number 2, avoid alcohol completely. Alcohol is the liver's greatest enemy. Even short-term heavy drinking can inflame the liver and send enzyme levels soaring. If you've already been told you have fatty liver or high enzymes, quitting alcohol altogether is not just a suggestion, it's the smartest decision you can make for your long-term health. Number 3, eat more fiber-rich foods. Think fresh vegetables, colorful fruits, whole grains, and legumes. Fiber helps sweep away excess fat and toxins, giving the liver a lighter workload. On top of that, foods rich in antioxidants, like vitamins A, C, and E, help repair liver cells and protect them from further damage. Number 4, maintain a healthy weight. Excess weight is one of the leading causes of fatty liver. Research shows that losing just 5 to 10% of body weight can make a noticeable difference, improving liver function and lowering enzyme levels. You don't need to run marathons. Simple activities like brisk walking, cycling, yoga, or swimming for 30 minutes a day can help manage weight, improve circulation, and support the liver's recovery. Number 5, get regular checkups. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. At least twice a year, schedule an ultrasound and a blood test for liver enzymes. This routine monitoring allows you to catch problems early, adjust your habits, and prevent small issues from turning into life-threatening conditions. In short, dear friends, protecting the liver comes down to 3 key pillars: a clean and balanced diet, regular physical activity, and consistent health checkups. If we commit to these habits, we give the liver the chance to repair, to recover, and to keep working hard for us every single day. Dear friends, as we've discovered together, fatty liver and elevated liver enzymes are not the same thing. Fatty liver reflects fat building up inside the liver. Elevated enzymes, on the other hand, are a signal that the liver is being injured. Either condition can appear on its own, but when both show up together, that's a powerful red flag, a warning sign that the liver is in real danger. Please, never take these results lightly. Every abnormal test result, whether it's a scan or a blood test, is your body's way of calling for help. And if we listen early and act promptly, we can prevent the progression to chronic hepatitis, cirrhosis, or even liver cancer. Remember, the liver is one of the hardest working organs in the entire body. It runs 24 hours a day, filtering toxins, processing nutrients, and keeping your body alive. And it rarely complains. It doesn't throb or ache until the damage is already advanced. That's why even small changes in your test results deserve your full attention. When the liver finally asks for help, it's our responsibility to respond. Each healthy choice you make, whether it's eating a cleaner diet, exercising regularly, drinking more water, or showing up for your checkups, is more than just a habit. It's a gift of protection to your liver, and ultimately, to your future self. If you found this video helpful, I invite you to press the like button, subscribe to Healthier Life Daily, and turn on the notification bell so you'll always have access to the latest health insights. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends, because sometimes just one piece of information can help them avoid a serious illness. Wishing you a strong liver, a healthy body, and a long, peaceful life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.